There are quite a number of things that we've managed to achieve in the 2 years that I'm quite proud of. The first was the difficult task of moving students from some of the traditional halls of residence into new halls of residence. I inherited a situation where there were a number of traditional halls of residence for students, and these were overpopulated, largely because we had increased significantly over more than a decade the number of students coming into residence without providing the appropriate facilities. 4 years ago, the university took a quite sizable bank loan to put up new facilities. And because the new facilities were a lot more expensive than the older traditional halls, the students were refusing to move into them. It took a lot of persuasion, and it took a lot of work to get students to accept to move into these and move them from the traditional halls. It also met with a lot of resistance by student leaders, but in the end, we managed to prevail upon the student body that it was in their interest to do that. The fact that we were able to do it without too much friction with the government, the fact that we were able to do it without too much interference from government was, for me, the biggest achievement that we've managed to chalk in this 2-year period. So today, I can look at the University of Ghana and say, any student that we take who has interest in staying on the campus will find decent accommodation at a price that is not beyond your average student. And even where students cannot afford it, we have put in place mechanisms for assisting them to pay for these things. So housing is no longer a major problem, not a problem on the same scale as it was, let's say, 5 years ago or 6 years ago. We've managed to deal with that problem, and that, for me, is a major achievement. Another achievement that I look at with considerable joy is transformation of the graduate school system. Today, we have new PhD programs running. These are of a structure quite different from what we used to have, where everything was done through not poorly supervised research. We have introduced coursework, and we have required all departments to restructure their PhD programs. That is a major achievement, considering that many of my colleagues thought it was not going to be easy or wasn't even possible. It took a lot of effort trying to explain to department heads, trying to explain to faculty deans why we had to do it. This was also a part of attempts to internationalize our programs. If we were going to be competitive globally, there was need for us to have a graduate program that was internationally respected. And we're not going to achieve that with the old system that we had. So it took a bit of effort and resources bringing people from outside to explain to my colleagues exactly what was required of us and how we could do this. So today we have, in my view, one of the probably best structured PhD programs in Africa. And I do look forward to how it is going to lead to more African students coming to our university, and it leading to others coming from Europe and from America to study at the University of Ghana. But there are a number of other governance changes that we've made at the University of Ghana. We've improved the financial management of the university considerably. We've enhanced the transparency of records keeping, and all of these changes have worked, in my view, for a better environment at the university. It's a lot more transparent than I've ever known it to be. I do receive requests for information And I say to people that you don't need to ask me as a Vice Chancellor for the information because it should be on their website. Our website is today easily one of the best in the region. And that for me is a source of encouragement.